Hello. Hello, Kyoto and Ragdoll. How we doing? We're having a good. We're back. We're live. I'm still here. I exist, presumably. We won't get into that. That's a whole philosophy. I play games, therefore I am. That's good enough for me. Swoosh! And while we're playing games, we might as well play Ace Attorney. But yeah. Gonna play either Gang Beasts, Minecraft Dungeons, or Super Smash Bros. All good choices. Very fun. Hi! Hope everybody's well, and everybody's associates and relatives are well. Yeah. It's been just over a week since last stream, but we are here. We continue. We persist. We move the microphone so it's slightly further away. Yeah. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Had a lovely time with friends. And I'm now here trying to remember how time works. So, yeah. But speaking of trying to remember, Ace Attorney. We are on the third case, I believe, having done the first introductory fire extinguisher one and the summoning one. We're now on the circus one, which is, everyone needs to be arrested, as Ragdoll has previously mentioned. Glad good times were had. Good times were had. Indeed. But as a brief summary of what's happened in this case thus far, the circus one. That's fine, we're getting through it. We're having fun hating it. So the ringmaster of a circus, whose name I've forgotten, was killed. And all signs point to the very famous, very well-off magician, who is basically the face of the circus at this point. And so we are defending him because Maya likes him. And we've discovered something of a conspiracy going on, but the specifics elude us at the moment. One of the main issues we've found has been that the daughter of the ringmaster, who is, we are going to assume 18 plus, and ignore any other text in the game, is being infused into marriage from multiple directions. The magician himself has claimed that he went to the father to ask if it's okay to ask for his daughter's hand in marriage, which I believe is tradition. But also there's a ventriloquist. I can't remember. His name's Ben, who has also asked to marry the daughter. Cindy? Something like that. But he's done so via the medium of his puppet, Trilo. And that's weird. That's pretty weird. Also, he's much, much older than she is. I mean, not much, much older, but older. They're all too old. But anyway, so there's that. There's also the clown who we've been talking to, who was the last one. No, he wasn't the last one in court. He was the first one in court. And we learned some stuff from him about he was supposedly the witness to the murder, because he saw through the window what was going on. However, it was a blizzard at the time, which is an issue. Doubly so with issues, there were no footprints in the snow for the murderer, and also the murderer flew away. Now, one of the magician's big acts in the show is to fly, but that's all done with wires, obviously. You can't just do that in the open air. So, yeah, we're working that out. We also learned a few other things. The guy who was murdered was carrying a box that was locked. However, the police managed to get it open and found inside a small bottle of pepper, I think. The specifics of that also elude us. What else? There's a monkey that steals things, which was significant because he stole the wedding ring that the ventriloquist was going to propose with. Yeah. So far we have cross-examined in court the clown and the ventriloquist. And that's... We have ascertained some issues with both of their testimony. The clown was mistaken and, nudged into the direction of prosecution by the prosecutor, Von Karma, what's her name? Franziska. And the ventriloquist just really seems to have it out for his love rival, which makes sense because they had a fight the day before. But anyway, enough about that. Let's actually do something. Bang. Maya's doing great. December 29th, 3:03 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Nick? What is it? I got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yeah, magic tricks are, by their definition, tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearlie showed me was incredible. Pearl did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First, she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? How'd you do that, Nick? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Hey, miss. How you doing? Imagine the world with a domesticated goose. We saw so many geese on holiday. They're bloody everywhere. I miss how you doing. So many goose. They were not domesticated, but they didn't attack, so they did try and get in a bit. Also, my Twitch chat is slow. How is friends? Geeses and gooses. So many geeses and gooses taking over the enclosures at the zoo. You go to the thing and it says, "Look, this is the area with giraffes," and you're like, "Oh, let's look at the giraffes," and there's just geese in there. But also, it was the time of year that there were also little goslings, which was great because the night before we watched Project Hail Mary. So they're all called Ryan. What am I doing? Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Music. Knackered, autism's been rung out. Boo! Boo! Autism dragging people's downs. Hopefully you can recover with some chill times and chocolate. Baby Ryans, yeah. Yeah, we watched Project Hail Mary before the zoo and Wake Up Dead Man afterwards.
Edward, I did it. I built the lock.
Finally, some good news.
Some good news. Recovering with Chillstram. We're back to Chillstram. Hi, Jeeb, how you doing? You having a lovely? Right, anything to chat about? What to do? Guess who's back? It's the Jeeb. Did I like Wake Up Dead Man? I did. I think it's probably my second favourite of the three films. I think Glass Onion's still my favourite, but I also understand I'm more of a comedy person, so that makes sense. We did not watch Cinderella's Castle. I forgot we were going to do that, yeah. Yeah. I will say though, and this is, I guess this is kind of a spoiler for the plot. Should I put this in Discord rather than saying it on stream? Probably, I don't know. There is an actor. I will not specify what character or anything. There is an actor in Wake Up Dead Man who is basically entirely removable. I realized this after watching it, like after I came back and I was just sort of thinking about it. I was like, you could have just taken that actor out and nothing would have changed. It's like Kaplunk. There is an actor in the movie. I know, it's weird. Anyway, that's all the spoilers and things I'm going to say about it. But I enjoyed it. It was a good story. Please put in Discord who. Hello! Right, what we're doing? Yes, I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There is no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says that he saw it. Yeah, that's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that. And he's not serious about anything. So, do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. No reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that. Max. You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. Have you served a mile of cheese yet? Where's our mile of cheese? We need a mile of cheese. I forgot why we needed a mile of cheese. I think I misspoke and a mile of cheese came out. Any ideas? Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trilo, Mo, they all have nothing nice to say. To be fair, two of those are the same person. That magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him. He even hit Ben over the head with a bottle. But what? But that doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder. And it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand. Maybe Ben saw the ringmaster wearing Max's costume? But Mo clearly said that he saw Max himself. Very happy. Oh, I'd be very happy with mild cheddar cheese, and you heard that as a mile of cheddar cheese. That's what it was. I like mild cheddar. It's nice. I also don't pronounce the D in mild. Nothing sweaty and moldy, just nice creamy block of cheddar. It's all good. Right. So, anything to say about any of the evidence? There's Money the monkey. So habitually gathers shiny objects. This was the cheap ring that was being used, that was going to be used by the ventriloquist to propose to What's-Her-Face. Autopsy report, the guy was killed at 10:15 with blunt force trauma to the back of the head. This was the box that contained a small seasoning bottle containing pepper, whatever that means. And here's our cast. We have Max, the magician. I have just remembered a TV show that I used to watch called Max Magic. It was like a series of like magical skits, like people would go out and do like street magic and stuff like that, but they were comedy oriented. I wonder if that was good or terrible. I remember liking it, but it's probably terrible. Thank you for the quote, Jeep. You pronounce mince and mince the same. Oh, so do I, apparently. Happy with mild cheese. You want a mile of cheese? Yes. Do not judge a man unless you walk a mile in his cheese. Yes, so. Yeah, Max, who is 21, quote unquote. We have Ben, who is 31. Benjamin Woodman, who... Trilo is not a character here, but for obvious reasons. But they have very different personalities. Dick Gumshoe, who is also 31. I watched a video, I was recommended a video on YouTube, but there was apparently a Phoenix Wright stage play in Japan. And I got given a video by YouTube of like all the times Dick Gumshoe breakdances accidentally, and she's like, what is this? Then I had several conversations about how you could best consume a mile of cheese. Adding good life philosophy there. Yeah, put cheese strings into hot glue guns. You could very easily squidge out a mile. That's the verb I went for. Francesca, the prosecutor. It's Regina. What didn't begin with C at all. She is the 18-plus-year-old daughter of the ringmaster Russellberry. This guy who was killed. We don't really know an awful lot about him other than he was killed, and he was also contributing to a fund to look into robot clowns. I have a feeling this might be relevant later. But I guess we'll get to that. And then there's Mo, Lawrence Mo Curls, who... a pleasant stooge of a clown, who is somebody who has never, at any point in this entire thing, said anything funny. Keeps trying. But there was one joke with him, but he was the punchline, so that's different. Stage plays based on anime game stories are a thing. I did not know. There we are. I will see if I can find that video of him breakdancing, because it's silly. Right, well... Let's see, have a little chat with Max, shall we? Shall we? Shall we? December 29th, detention center, visitor's room. Oh, he's in high spirits. Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and get me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang on in there. Oh, a little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. Isn't there, don't know how to say it without sounding horribly rude, so let's go with cheese in a can that you can spray. Yes, American cheese in a can. Cheese whiz. There it is. Cheese whiz, mister. And all that. 'Tis a thing. I can't remember, I associate that with a film, but I can't remember what film. Which means it's a bad association, really. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. Okay. Mouchley, yes. Technically Velveeta. I don't know what Velveeta is. It's probably technically not cheese. Oh, it does actually, the bottle that Ragdoll's posted does say made with real cheese. Made with, not is. The night of the murder. The night of the crime. Didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogie clown says, it was not me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. Use a tiger as counterbalance. Cheese, made with cheese. Today's trial. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous! A great joke! Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But... I've won on the world stage! I won the International Grand Prix! International Grand Prix? You're proud of you, you've been playing with beatbox, yes! That's exactly why I posted it, so you could play with it. Yeah! I'm very proud, and also hope you're having lots and lots of fun. Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. You are making noise. That's the fun. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Grand Prix. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me, I'm really sick of telling this story. But what can you do, I'm Maximilian Galactica, I suppose I can tell it again. Voila, here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and be a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow! And by the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain to the other people in the circus. I should explain that, you know? That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn! That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? I have a photo of a Grand Prix. usually referred to as a cheese product. Young and softer cheese that is usually produced with milk proteins instead of milk itself, so it's not technically cheese. Some low-cut pants, yeah. If he bends the wrong way, I'll get arrested. Don't worry, you won't have to bend any weird ways. He's wearing massive heels. Right, okay, cool. Let's have a look at this. Court record. Let's have a gander. Anything special? Anything interesting? We were given this for a reason, presumably. I guess it's just a thing to show people and have them get upset. Alrighty then. Thoughts on the game so far? It's good. This case is full of people who deserve to be in jail, but it's good. Right. Cool. Let's go to the circus. Sure, go with that. December 29th, the Very Big Circus entrance. Circus. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing.
Alright, let's do it. You ready?
Yes, wait.
Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go.
Row your boat.
Row your boat.
Oh.
What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that.
I'm trying my best, but, Trilo, this it isn't going to work.
You enjoy saying dumb things. You're gonna have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, then what are you gonna do then?
Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trilo.
What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course?
I'm sorry. Secret crash training? Oh.
Yes, Trilo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So, we were trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act.
I see a flaw with this. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible.
See? Even they're surprised by the idea, I told you.
Oh, they're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea.
Once we got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice.
You think so?
So I gotta go. Have a good Kiro. Have a lovely... Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. It's evidence.
Oh, there it is. Now that I got this ring back, time to take one more shot of Regina.
Could you not? Catch you in the VOD. Have a lovely Kiro. Be good. Have lots of fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, Kiro from the VOD. Hope you had a nice time. Right. Today's trial. I know that you're already testified in court today.
You want to talk about what we saw, right?
Yeah.
Well, first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben?
I think 47 should introduce from Trilo to the wood chipper, yes.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
But then we said hello, didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols.
What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols?
What do you think, Ben?
What? I would have thought it was the ringmaster.
Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. Mariage! I was hoping I could ask you about Regina.
I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her, even now.
Really? That's so sweet. Well, it would be, not given certain circumstances. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent?
Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart?
Huh?
Waiting like this is part of being in love.
How so?
If you had a clue, you'd know that waiting is such a sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts.
Yeah, I knew that. Maya, I don't think it's sweet. Oh Maya, she's so red, she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. Don't say that. Don't worry, I'm trying to take the edge off by making it sound as creepy as possible. Ventriloquism! So, how's this new routine working out?
Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secrets. We're gonna take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution.
That sounds incredible.
But let me make one thing clear. We're not gonna take on the world just because that jerk said we should.
That jerk?
Max Galactica. Performers should aim for the world. Who does he think he is?
Trilo, you seem to be really fired up about all this.
He needs to realise that he ain't the only one who can conquer the world stage.
You're right.
Mark my words, I, Trilo Quist, will win the Grand Prix.
You're the man now, doll.
Row, row, row your boat. That'll be the key to a glorious victory.
Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best?
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right?
Oh.
Don't screw this up! You gotta be part of this too.
What a strange fellow. I'm assuming you're just gonna be annoyed if I show you this. Would you mind taking a look at this? I guess we wanted you to look at this after all. Pepper. What do you think about the pepper? Nothing. Okay. The box. Anything you need to say about the box? Very much seems like you're not going to talk to me about any of this, so that's fine. Cool. We move. Unless there's something to examine. Anything new here? It's a snack stand. They have hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks. Not to mention candy and popcorn. They've even got snow cones. Who would eat snow cones in the middle of winter? Nick, do you think we can buy some snow cones? Yeah, look around. There's tons of snow piled up around here. All around here. Yay! No, wait a second. There's no syrup, though. I want syrup. Hopefully she doesn't notice the discolored snow in the corner. That's not syrup. This all seems the same as last time. Probably not going to be anything new here, so let's just move on. Let's go to the lodging house. Have a look at the Keen of the Shrine. December 29th, the lodging house Plaza.
Oh, it's you two.
You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest?
I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Ms. Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her.
Yeah, I figured as much. Hi, Doc! Why is Jurgen beating up that man? That's Trilo. Jurgen would not be that creepy.
Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something.
I was expecting there to be an alert from that. There was not. Twitch works well. Thank you for the subscription, Doc. Oh, dear. Have you know that Jurgen would never hit on a 16-year-old girl? Exactly. Is it something... Hang on, what is one of my alerts? Let's just have a very quick thing. It's on there. It just didn't want to. That was necessary of you.
Subscription alert jingle.
But you have more thanks. Jurgen definitely doesn't believe in marriage. Yes. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes.
I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you're fake laughing that much?
Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself.
No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way.
Why are you defending her?
Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up.
Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight.
She's directly above us as we speak.
Huh? How's that possible?
According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal.
Oh, I see. Who lives in that room, behind the window up there?
The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Ms. Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room, got it, pal?
Franziska Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. I'll take the engagement ring, though. Could pawn it for more lunch. Lost his back lunch. Gambling. Let's see if there's anything new here. Probably not. The ringmaster's body was found here. I heard that the way he fell over made him look like he was carrying a wooden box. But what in the world really happened here? What happened? This lamppost? Anything interesting? His safety light was on at the time of the murder, wasn't it? That's what they say. There were performers in the lodging house, so it makes sense that it was on. I bet the killer was worried that someone would spot them during the crime. Righto, well, seems simple. Cool. Go to Moe's room. Probably a bad idea, but we'll do it. December 29th, lodging house, 1st floor, Moe's room. Moe's not here. Hooray! If he was here, you wouldn't have been able to tell. No, if he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. He must really love his work. Whoops, I didn't mean to move. Examine. Anything interesting here? Hee, clown equipment's so funny looking. He's got a balancing ball, unicycles, even got a trampoline. But they're all broken. Well, you've got to give them all a shot. Trying is the most important thing. He sure seems to have tried them all. But were any of these useful? A variety of funny-looking carrots. These carrots look like they're the pick of the crop, don't they? Yeah, I still don't get why he went with the carrots. What do you think about this theory? A long time ago, the circus was down on its luck. Moe was so hungry that he had to steal the horses' food to survive. But he got addicted to their orangey goodness. I'd laugh, but I think Maya might not be too far from the truth. Look at the ceiling. Looks like someone punched a hole in it. You're right. I wonder what happened. Don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. I do. Suspicious. Moe seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he has in here. Clowns for Dummies, The Joke's on You. Treat Your Peons Right, and the classic Funny Jokes Are Funny. Wow, Moe's very studious. The Joke's on You, huh? Got all his clothes. I don't think there's anything really new here. I recognize those shoes. You really gotta give it to Moe. Slipping on a banana peel 100 times a day, that's incredible. Maybe I should try giving it a shot myself. I guess I'll start out by juggling. Maybe you should start with spirit channeling? Just a thought. Some of this is new. Never noticed the bed has a clown face? I'll have a look. All of those clown costumes lined up like that. Don't know about you, but it's creepy. Look at the collection he's got. It's incredible. It must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it now? She better not want me to try one of those on. I was thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I'll call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it in our office. In our office? As soon as you start paying the bills, you can say that. Oh yeah, it does have a face, yeah. Well, it's got a nose and a mouth, which is... I don't know. Is it just implicit eyes? You wake up in the middle of the night, there's just an eye either side of the thing. You know, your sleep paralysis demons can do the rest of the work. Right, nothing yet. Back outside. Back to the circus. Let's go in. Headboard isn't against the wall, foul. It's just funnier that way. December 29th, very big circus, big top. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of there. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just allergic to wild tigers. Dead. Eaten. No, not move. Keep pressing the wrong one. Examine. Anything fun? Hey, look! That's where Max makes his grand appearance! Yeah, it's grand, all right. I want to try entering court like that! How would I know that she'd say that? How did I know she'd say that? Lights. Whoa, those lights are huge! If they fell from the ceiling, you'd be going to the circus in the sky. Life is so fragile, isn't it, Nick? It can be snuffed out in an instant by falling gargantuan lights. It's so fragile that I decided to eat as much good food as I can before I die. Like hamburgers. Apparently you didn't notice the big sign that said closed by the snack stand? Aw, it's closed? Grand Aprixens. The seats are so far away from the ring, but they make up for it with the amount of people that can see the show. Hey, Nick, do you think that if every person in the audience screamed all at once, the vibrations they create would cause the big top to collapse? I'm glad I didn't pay you to come up with all this stuff. Ladder! Ah, a ladder! It's just a step ladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with basic facts of the matter. Oh, okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. Rope! Hey, it's a rope! Probably for tightrope walking. That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it. Suspicious rope. I feel like I said that last time. Okie dokie, let's move on and try and find somebody. Well, let's go to the ringmaster's room. Oh, is everyone so morbid? Have you seen the company they keep? December 29th, Big Top Ringmaster's room. Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why did he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Forgot he did that. This was the contract, yeah. This was the table he used when visitors came to see him. Ew, there's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about providing a reenactment for me. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am, anyway? Ringmaster Shah has a lot of pictures of Max in his slutty trousers, yeah. I'm guessing that. I'm guessing that's our acrobat we haven't met yet. Right. You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. And they call this the face of somebody who already knew that. What? Scrap of white paper sticking out of the coat pocket. Huh? Where? Calm down, Maya. Can't just go rummaging through people's coats. Aw, you always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Rummage, Phoenix. There's probably evidence. This is where the ringmaster applied his makeup. There's quite a collection of the most understated colours. Shocking pink, for example. This one says it's 100% all-natural organic mascara. And this one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime. The ringmaster must have been really concerned about his skincare. Yes, very metrosexual. I forgot this was where we encountered metrosexual. Oh, the early 2000s. This is the thing I want to know. All of these frames look the same. They almost look like thank you cards. Looks like every year the ringmaster made donations to charity. To the Robot Clown Research Center. You're kidding, right? What? They may be perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. I see everybody's very excited about metrosexuality. On Prid! This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. Look at all the stars on this poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances. Posters are the way to go, aren't they? What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action, mind-numbing legalese. You will say wow.
Or perhaps, hold it! Don't miss out on a stunning life or death courtroom thrill ride. And with those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. Hey, come on now. The Titanic at least made it partway in its journey. Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall. It's like a guided tour of the circus's history. This is so cool. It seems like there are so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing in our office. We can put up pictures of all the clients who have been found not guilty. What about the clients who are found guilty? We'll just pretend like they don't exist. How's that? Nick, now you've got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that? Too soon, Phoenix, too soon. Did we find something in here? I can't remember what it was. Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed. Just look at all the awards this circus has won. I know we've read most of this before. Sorry for going over it again. It's been 2 weeks. I've forgotten it all. Like, all county quiz champions, Ringmasters Association mini golf master, beer belly balloon bounce champ, pet grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could never have imagined. Okay, nothing new here. Good to know. We're eliminating possibilities. Back to the big top. And then to the cafeteria. The cafeteria. They still haven't cleaned it up. Oh, God. Right! Welcome to the wonderful, fabulous, the cafeteria! Yes, he's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is? Riddle time! Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this, it's easy! Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Wrong, try again! Okay, what do you think, girlie? I got it. Okay, what's your answer? Because they're in the cafeteria. Exactly! It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. You're going to get tea. Enjoy tea, miss. I recommend everyone else also go and get beverages. I will summarize after the conversation. I did it! What's going on? He's being too nice. I guess we have to talk. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me? I didn't think it was gonna be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning, I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly! How can you not laugh at a stunning comedy like that? What you witnessed. Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear! That creep just flew through the air? It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see any psyche lock. Must be telling the truth. Right. Grand Prix. Not this picture, he showed it to you guys too. Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica? He only gets around. Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Oh, let me tell you, that thing's enormous. It's in the picture, I think. Yeah. That's probably why he doesn't wear a shirt. Oh, the statue. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust? Yeah, I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Come on. Tell that to Edgeworth. Any more talk of the bust? Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago.
All of a sudden, the bus disappeared. Well, now we know how they faked his silhouette. This game's weird. Yeah. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing's really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aww. Max G bust, bronze statue taken from the cafeteria before the crim. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's just setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. Quiet Mo is a good Mo in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. What changed? What happened? Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it's been ripped off. I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yep, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Posted in the cafeteria on the day of the crime, then torn, states, "To the murderer." Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. We should. The morning of the murder, this was posted up on the bulletin board. And that's around when Max clocked Ben over the head. Sorry I hadn't remembered it until now. It was torn down before anyone really paid any attention to it. So you don't know what was written on it, do you? Unfortunately, I don't. But I bet you they would know. Who are they? Max and Ben. They were here before me that morning. Right, cool. Let's ask Ben. Well, okay, we can't see the note. It's just "To the murderer." Looks like a ransom note. Would you mind taking a look at this? I guess we won't need you to look at this after all. Well, okay, fine. Let's show it to Max. Oi, you. What's going on here? Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, or it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria?
I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat.
Your heart skipped a beat?
While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room.
And company?
I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat.
Boy, we could have found that quite a while ago if Phoenix had bothered to actually look in the pocket of the tailcoat. Yeah. I was hoping that would bubble more, but it's a can. You can't really do it with a can. I've got a glass though, hang on. There we go. I imagine Phoenix is just doing this in the detention center. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Phoenix has lost brain cells during this case, as have all of us.
Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess.
Also the pepper? I haven't actually asked you about the pepper. What's going on with this? What about this?
Fabulous! You'd like me to sign this for you?
Okay. Back we go.
There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat.
You know, I've got a feeling I know what this is.
I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Now let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick.
Ding.
I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece.
No, really, Maya?
What does it say? What does it say?
To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza.
Tonight at 10 p.m.?
That's when the murder took place, roughly.
Now we need to find out who called the ringmaster, who called out the ringmaster.
Note torn by ringmaster found in his tailcoat pocket. Intéressant. Ringmaster's tailcoat.
It's been expertly cleaned and pressed. It's got one perfect crease.
Been looking stuff up. I'm gonna have to start a new world for Valheim. I've a curse to the one you're working on with the cheetah tag, sadly. Oh well, you're gonna have to play more Valheim. Shame. I'm sure you really hate that.
The ringmaster must have liked things neat and tidy. This is kind of pointless, isn't it? There's no way this beats Mo's room. Now that's cool.
All I can hear in my head right now is Cool. Oh no, no more Valheim. Oh no. You've asked for time off around release. Cool. So show this to everyone, I guess. It's probably quite important. This looks nondescript. Yeah. Concerned with your obsession with a depressed, divorced clown. I have theories there. But we'll see. Okay, so you weren't interested. What if we go and talk to Mo? Not something you'd normally hear me say, but it's probably important. Oh, stuff. December 29th, Big Top Cafeteria.
What? Mo's gone.
There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo.
Hamburger. Just thinking about it's making me hungry.
Mo's dead.
All of a sudden, I need a burger bad.
All of a sudden, I need a new partner bad. He's very sassy today, this Phoenix. Right. In his room? Probably not. Phoenix has had enough of these people.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally. But with Miss Von Karma...
Beep, 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 beep.
Nick, what is that? That bleeping sound? It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind.
Some sort of pager or something?
If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna head out and get out of here, quick. See you, pal.
I didn't know the Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Is Francisca that young?
Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. Yeah! He's biting his lashes from a whip.
Boom. She's collapsed. Oh, is this the first time we've seen a front-facing portrait? No. It's Gumshoe, the 18-year-old detective. Everyone's a teen in this game, apparently. Von Karma! She really did appear.
It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you?
Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true.
You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news?
National news. You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally.
I think you might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. You want a chit-chat? Let's have a chit-chat. Tomorrow's trial. Miss Von Karma, it appears you've got your hands onto something big, huh?
Ha! I'm amazed you picked up on that much.
Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Eyes. Yeah, get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. Don't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Rowengi. You're embarrassed about the German voice acting for Grim Life. Yeah, but I'm also improvising it here. I didn't record it. Also, I don't have to hear it when I do it now. It just happens. You know what I mean? Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. Stop bringing up the dead dad. My dad? Oh, you must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of VIP. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? Oh, you won't understand, Mr. Phoenix Eyes. I have to see him again one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth?
Miles Edgeworth. Boyfriend. Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up?
You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trains the gifted prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... Right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Huh. Little brother. But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age.
Edgeworth, who is dead. Definitely dead. Little? Wait, what?
Edgeworth. There he be.
The man who inspired me to become an attorney. And a husband. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over,
he vanished. It's your fault he is gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth's death. He's dead.
Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then with the case after that one, he never set foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home.
Mr. Edgeworth? He's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he is still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own two hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth.
Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay?
Nick?
Ms. von Karma,
What?
I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too.
What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick?
Let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor.
I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Well, the soap opera started again. What in the world are you talking about? Yeah, we went up against your dad. He would have murdered Edgeworth himself. Soap opera. Acro's room. Oh, hi. December 29th, lodging house, 3rd floor, Acro's room. Voice? You must be Phoenix, right? No, I'm not doing that. Thoughts? Prayers? It's got birds. It's got cute little boys. Are you in a wheelchair? Feels a bit rude to put you on the 3rd floor. This is a character design. It is indeed. I would normally give him my normal, like, deep American voice, but I'm using that for Max. It feels, yeah. Where's he even meant to be from? We don't ask questions in this case. This case has taught us not to dig deeper. Southern, make him Southern. Can I do a Southern accent? I mean, I have a Southern accent, but I'm assuming you mean American. What's the foghorn leghorn sort of thing? I can't hear it in my head. The y'all Southern. You. Is there a hook? Is there a phrase I can use? I can't Benoit Blanc as well as what's his face? Okay, the new. Okay, the new, y'all. Southern drawl. That kind of thing. Southern drawl? Southern? I'm gonna try this. We'll see how long it lasts. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes? Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. Yo, what now? You what? The names in this court case have been quite silly, but nothing like Ken Dingling. You're right. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro? How do you know my name? Well, the detective told me and said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of this circus as well? That's right. I merely performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. Chit-chat. Very big circus. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night they decided to run away from it all without me. Huh? The only person who was willing to take my parents' right place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. It was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. Such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Oh, I wonder. I do wonder. Actually, some weird history that is sort of relevant here. It was very common in the US for traveling circuses to have performers who dressed up and pretended to be from various exotic places. Yeah. Focus on the boys. Gee, Phoenix, I wonder. Regina's so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess? You're sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? Quahilja. I'm sorry to ask, but Why are you in a wheelchair?
The nerves in my legs were badly damaged.
And you can't walk now?
I can't even stand now. Since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself.
Again, very rude. Could have swapped rooms with someone on the ground floor. That would have been nice. Clearly the ringmaster didn't care about you that much. That's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatics session, right? Psyche locks. The birds are having none of this. They're not involved. Psyche locks. Doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature.
What's on your mind, Mr. Wright?
Well, exactly when were you injured?
Oh, it's been almost 6 months since I were hurt. I injured my legs during practice.
6 months ago? What in the world went on in this circus then? What? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room.
I was at the hospital all day yesterday.
Oh, you were there for rehabilitation? What about the murder?
Of course I knew all about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream.
Huh?
I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw.
What you saw? Jeez, that sounds really real ominous. What you witnessed? What did you see, Akron?
That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window.
I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window. Hi, Oobs. How you doing? You having a good... Have you had a lovely week? Hope so. Also, just as an aside, I hate Belgium's public transport system. It's covered in deer. This case is still happening, Oobs. I think we're still on day 1, I think.
That's when I looked out of the window.
What did you see? Wee.
It was flying straight up into the air.
He?
Maximilian Galactica.
You too, it's us. I was saying to Cheeb that, like, there's that meme of the transition between the roads in the Netherlands or roads in to roads in Belgium. You can see where it changes. It's like that with trains as well. It's quite remarkable. You'll get stranded in Brussels. Almost. We almost got stranded in Brussels because finding bloody platform 6 in Brussels Midi South train station is like trying to work your way through the back rooms. It's really bizarre. Particularly when 5 minutes before the train leaves, they change the platform to 6 and you've got to find it. Anyway, it's a maze. There is one sign saying this way to platform 6, and it is on a wall that extends out backwards beyond the escalator for it, so you have to have already found the escalator to see the sign. Anyway, also a deer made us 45 minutes late. I can't really blame you for that, but also it was in Belgium, so.
Maximilian Galactica.
What? That's what I thought he'd say. Well, that's what I thought he'd say. That's what I thought he'd say? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive it was Max you saw flying?
I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind.
Nick? A doe? A deer? Female deer? It was weird. Bear saw it as well. I thought it was a massive fox at first. It didn't really look like a deer. But then it was prancing, so it was. It was a weird looking thing. Sounds like your experience at Palmer Airport. We had eventful travel. Also, when we got back to London, the tube that we were going to use was completely broken. So we had to run around on buses. But it was a good time because Bear managed to go and see Sloane's house, which was cool. You should see Brussels North. You've exited that station from a different exit every single time you've been in that damn place. No, we did not have the luxury of going to Brussels North. Also, I don't know, I said Brussels Midi and South, which is a bit weird. Midi is out, I guess. Middle South? Mid-South? I don't know how you would do it in English. Anyway. Nick? Well, okay. Let's present some stuff like this.
Watch this.
That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder.
In the cafeteria?
What happened? He suddenly looks incredibly serious.
If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source.
Her? Brame the Flench. Brame the Flench. I will brame the Flench, don't worry. Oh dear.
Regina, ask her about it.
Okay, we'll have to find her first. The bust, that's gone missing.
Maximilian Galactica, right? You'll have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him.
Akro won't even look at it. Well, looks like something's really weighing on him. Is it the birds? I thought they were light. Award ceremony? Same thing? Yeah. Always brame the Flench. What's up with the pepper? You interested in pepper? What do you think of this?
I'm sorry, but in my present physical condition, I don't really know much about what goes on outside this room.
Oh, we're sorry.
Don't worry about it. No need to apologize.
The monkey. Do you live with a monkey? You seem to live with a monkey.
Mud is a great friend to me.
That pile of treasure over there is his collection, huh?
It is indeed. Mana will bring anything back with him.
Aw, that's so cute.
Yeah, I'm not great with the ladies, but I seem to be pretty popular with the animals.
Not great with the ladies, huh? Anything you would know about salary negotiation? He just doesn't want to look at it. So you'll make it to your side of Belgium. Your town has two platforms. It is a semi-known tourist place. Hooray! I'm sure we'll visit someday. That was the other thing I remember seeing about Brussels train station. They had a little souvenir shop. And it had, you know, t-shirts, little figurines, I think it has some watches or something, bracelets, stuff like that. And then the other half of the shop was all little mannequin piss figurines. The entire half of the entire thing was just those tiny figurines. I should carry on so we can get away from this music. It looks like something's really weighing on him. Should we try the Magatama? I don't know if we have enough. Let's talk about some people. Let's talk about some people. What do you think of Ben? I was hoping you could shed some light on Ben.
Well, he'll always be here. And as long as he's here, he can only continue to be a ventriloquist. Whether that's a good thing for him or not, I'm afraid I can't really say.
You were talking to Von Karma.
Mr. Reddit realized who you just reminded me of. You're just like this prosecutor.
What?
You and the prosecutor have the same glitter in your eyes.
You're joking, right? You think I'm like that whip-carrying demon?
Whoa, no need to get so hostile about it. You two may view things from very different perspectives, for now. But you both see the world through the same color-tinted glasses. I know, because when I look at people, their eyes are the only things I can believe in.
Nick and Miss Von Karma, huh? Don't claim that souvenir shops over here just have beer and war stuff. Woman carries around a whip. I mean, we might carry around something. We might have a morning star that no one's mentioned. You remind me of your sister-in-law. Not during Pride Month, man. Regina.
Oh, Regina.
She's cool, isn't she? And can you believe such a cute girl's an animal tamer?
Seems animals are not the only thing she tames.
Huh?
Max, the ringmaster, Ben. She got them all under her thumb.
But what do you mean by that?
Maybe I went a bit overboard. It's just Regina's innocence. She was incredibly sheltered as a child.
I'd say it seems that way.
That's why she can be so cruel.
What? Don't tell me you asked her out as well.
Regina's just like the animals she claims to tame. She is innocent, thus she can be cruel.
I wonder what happened between Aqua and Regina. Red for filth! Remember this case? It keeps coming back to you in bits and pieces. Everyone keeps saying that, followed by, oh no.
The ringmaster, he was even more than a father to me. When he took me in, the circus was in bad shape. It was obvious that he had no real way of supporting us.
Who does he mean by us? Is that where you started with acrobatics?
Well, back then I was only 9 years old. I begged the ringmaster to let me try it, and he finally gave in. Having a kid in the circus was probably the last thing in the world he wanted. I just wanted to be helpful, so I could help the ringmaster.
That's such a nice story. I'm sure there are no weird undertones that we're going to discover and actually find out that it was horrible. Mo. How old is Acro? I'll check in a sec.
The ringmaster really believed in Mo, 100%. What'll happen to the circus now the ringmaster's gone? The beginning of the Lawrence Curls era, I suppose.
I wonder if it's really alright to let Mo run the show.
Mr. Wright, you don't know much about Mo, I suspect.
Ah, you can see right through me. No, Nick, you can't let him get to you like that. You're an attorney. Do you want to tell me? He's 26 years old. Tell me about yourself.
I can't believe what happened to the ringmaster. Such a wonderful man. What a pity. I have no clue what to do with my life now.
I'm sorry.
The circus meant everything to me. But don't worry about me. There are still things that I have left to do in this world.
Righto. Let's have a little quick save. See if we can't Magatama our way into some questions. Ken Dingling, yes. Such a stupid name. Alright. About the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how were you injured?
I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice.
An accident during practice?
Yeah, and unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries.
Yeah, he's lying. If that was the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it a secret. Acro, you're really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Do we have anything that would relate to this? I don't think we do have anything that would relate to this. This music is so the Fifth Doctor from Doctor Who. This could be playing in Castrovalva. Yeah, I don't have everything. I don't think I have anything I need. Okay, right. Well, we'll ignore that. Don't think I've got enough evidence. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Well, thank you for the chit-chat. Is there anything to examine here? Can I look through your pile of crap? Ew! It's a huge pile of trash! Yeah, one man's trash is another monkey's treasure. I guess you're right. Look, they're all shiny things. Yeah, he's even got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right. Of course it's a tuba, silly! You didn't know that? Hey, it's a picture of Regina. Well, she is a shining beauty. No objections here. Come on, Phoenix. So far, the only person in this entire case that is off the hook is Acro, and I'm still suspicious. Okay, there was a picture of Regina there for some reason. Did we get that? No. It's just an incidental thing. Isn't there a thing? Sorry, I saw the word tuber and my brain went plural, and I'm trying to work out why. Yes. This is going to be a very weird thing to bring up. The fallopian tubes are misnamed because when written down, they're supposed to be the fallopian tubae, T-U-B-E, which looks like the word tube, but it isn't. It is the plural of tuba. Tuba is singular, tubae is plural. They're supposed to be the fallopian tubers. Anyway, hey, the net's ripped. Money must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore. The net looks fine to me. Really think he plays basketball? I think so. Monkeys live a life above the rim, you know? You're joking, right? You think the monkey has got proverbial game? Throws Horsey. Don't throw Horsey anywhere. Of course, that monkey doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. The heck is this conversation? Well, a prehensile tail might be an unfair advantage. Big monkey. It's a monkey calendar. Akira must really love monkeys. Bed. This bed is incredibly well made. It's almost like a maid made it up. Maid. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly. Nick, there's nothing unusual about that at all. It's how things are supposed to be. Maya. Can a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? I respect this person for having standards. He's got a barbell. Look around. Everything he's got is for upper body training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time. Hey, Nick. Well, I don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model. Don't overdo it, Maya. Don't want to end up a muscle woman. Why not? Come on, Phoenix. What is going on in this case? Everyone's suddenly turned horrible. Was this written by someone else? Tyre. Money must use this to swing around on. On which to swing around? Go ahead, Nick. I know you want to ride on it too. Yeah, maybe later. The window. You can see the big top from the window here. There is no snow on top of the big top. Kind of weird, don't you think? You take that back, right? The inside of the tent is warm, so any snow that lands on top probably melts. Yeah, I guess you're right. The snow probably just slides right off. So, we're not going to point all these footprints by the window? No. Not significant, right? Okay, fine. I think it is significant. We don't know that yet. Right, we need to go somewhere else then, I guess. Mo back here? No. Now we've learned some stuff. Is there anything interesting to point out? No? Good. Back to the plaza. Back to the entrance. Anything new to present you? I think we showed you this and you didn't say anything. Yeah. Bronze statue? Really doesn't say anything, does he? You got anything to say about Akra? Bugger all. For a ventriloquist, you say bugger all. Is Regina in here yet? December 29th, big top circus. Grr. Oh, got a bad feeling about this. Grr. Graw. Yeah, Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O Phoenix. Stay, heal. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake. Mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? Russell Berry. Yeah, it's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dead? Yes, he is dead. Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. Oh, he was. I love my dad so much. Hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yes. When Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star?
That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone.
When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. It's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Stop listening to my internal monologue.
Do you think that one day I'll be a star too?
Of course.
Do you really think so?
Yeah, you will, I think. Probably, maybe.
I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky.
Wonder if everything's all right with Regina. Probably not. Money the monkey! Just to go back and clear something up. Why do you want to teach money a lesson? With that context, is she asking if she'll die someday? Yeah, presumably.
Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me.
Something that means a lot to you? Must be something shiny, right?
Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. Oh, it's really beautiful. You should see it.
We should?
When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, oh, it dazzles. Here, Mr. Attorney.
Huh?
If you saw that monkey, you would get my costume back for me, would you? It's really important to me.
She's sounding German. This is the problem, is you try and do posh, really, really, really posh English. It kind of turns German, and that's because our royal family's German. Put a pin in that. Gladly, but of course, I'll get it for you. I'm going with this one because it sounds slightly passive-aggressive. Leave it all up to us! Yeah, I guess there's no turning down that request.
Yay! We are really going to do it.
Okay, right. A couple of chit-chats. Evidence. Regina, have you ever seen this before?
Oh, I know what this is.
Really?
Well, it was in my pocket for a while.
It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket?
I guess I noticed it, but I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time.
Breakfast time?
Yeah, I always take Acro to his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I'd go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast.
That's when you realized this piece of paper was in your pocket?
Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket.
And then what?
Oh, I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so...
You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you?
I did! Oh, I stuck it up there. How did you know?
So it was Regina who put it up then. When did this happen?
The morning of the murder, I think.
Well, that explains a lot.
I wonder who wrote this.
Found in Regina's pocket on the morning of the crime. That's weird. But also not that weird. A couple of things are starting to come together. We'll get back to that. We're looking for this.
There's no denying it. Max is cool. Oh, I want to try flying someday. With Max.
She's already flown off into her own little world. Nick, I want to try flying too. Okay. I'll think about it. This? Yeah, it's just general Max conversation. Pepper.
That's Pepper, isn't it? Oh, from the cafeteria.
Huh? It's from the cafeteria.
Oh, it's not? Oh, I remember seeing it there.
So this was the cafeteria's Pepper.
You know, I'm not a big fan of Pepper.
This box. What about this? What can you tell me?
I'm not really good at figuring out hard things.
Really? You too? But you're such a good talker. I never expected Maya to make a new friend in a strange place like this. Why not? It's Maya. Money the monkey!
He just loves to cause nothing but trouble. That cute little monkey.
But don't you think using a tiger to scare him is a bit much?
Why is that?
Do you really have to ask that? It's dangerous to use a tiger for that kind of thing.
Oh, it's not dangerous at all. Regent's just a little kitten.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of kittens, and that's no kitten. We saw tigers at the zoo. They were asleep, like cats do. What else have we got? There was anything about this argument? No, okay. Salary negotiations? Probably not. I want to talk to you about Acro. Oh, it's Acro! Is he in his room today? Yes, he is. We just came back from a meeting with him. Hope his legs get better soon. Acro is so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the acrobat. That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. But Regina seems to like Acro just fine. Anything about Bo? Oh, he's been a good friend to my dad for a really long time now. My dad always said, when it comes to who I can entrust the circus to, it's definitely Mo. Yep, that clown is one lovable stooge. Don't you think so, Nick? No comment. And I think we talked to you about everyone else. Nothing new there. Found that was in Regina's pocket. I'm guessing put there by Acro. Let's go find the shiny thing, the sequins. Oh. Okay, not here. Was not stolen by money. Or if it was, got moved somewhere else. Haven't got anything new there. Big cats are just big cats, exactly. Sorry, I just realised that Twitch is trying to reconnect me to chat, which means that I missed a little bit of chat. Yeah, big cats is big catsness. Anything new from Mo? Oh dear, yes. December 29th. Mo's not here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Ah, God. Nick, it's money. That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? All right, time to take on this monkey, attorney style. Ooh, scratch, scratch. Ooh. Wow, ooh. Yikes! Ah! Gotta try and speak his language. Unfortunately, I don't speak monkey. Tweth! That's Freeman, sorry. That'd be a hefty heaping dose of Freeman. He's calmed down a little bit now, but that was 0 kilobytes a second going out. Twimpch. Don't dream of Sticky Simon. I don't even remember who that is.
The walkway door won't open, huh?
Walkway door will not open. Not for Frame Man, because it malfunctioned. D-shrimp? Oh god, we got a D-shrimp. Stretch. Oh, it's so humid. Right, are we all back? We all back. Hope we're all back. I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did. Nick, you! I swiped it while Money was distracted. Wow, you really are on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Huh? You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you into the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh, well, I guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Wow. calling Maya fat, and also bad fashion sense. Or saying, I know what you would wear and it wouldn't be this, because I know you better than you. Hat Prid, everyone. Shiny spangled vest. It's not Maya's size at all. Right. Let's go to Regina, I guess. He's very bitchy. Don't know what it is. Regina! Edgeworth is the fashion gay. Edgeworth is the metrosexual. Oh dear. Chinese Spangled Vest. For people who weren't here earlier, the game said the word metrosexual and it was funny. Because 20 years. Here you go, Regina.
Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me.
Don't mention it.
Oh, I love you, Mr. Attorney.
It's nothing. No wonder guys melt to mush in front of this girl. Stop it, Phoenix. Hey, Regina. That costume was yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me.
Huh? With this costume? No, this isn't mine. It was Leon's.
Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. Is Maya an adult woman? 18. So, still a teen. The adult side of teen, but teen. So, let's talk about Leon. Leon. Maya is a legal adult as of this game, yes. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's right. My dad killed him.
Why?
Well, Leon did something really bad during practice.
During practice. It's all coming together. It's all coming together.
Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth, you know. Oh. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth.
Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth?
I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They almost start screaming.
You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyway, what was the bad thing?
Oh yes, Leon bit someone during their practice.
Regina? Everything was all right though, huh? Right? Yeah, I can read.
No, it wasn't all right. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry.
And that's when Leon...
Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky.
Poor thing. Leon, the animal show's lion, shot by the ringmaster 6 months ago for biting a performer. Right, let's go have a chat with Acro, shall we? We'll present this to you. See what you have to say. What do you think of this?
I'm sorry, but in my present physical condition, I don't really know much about what goes on outside this room. Don't worry about it. No need to apologize.
But I think it's a thing. I think it's a thing. I don't have much health though, so I am going to say it. Phoenix is being very rude, yes. It's because Edgeworth isn't here, he's grumpy. Bang. Scrungle. Clang, clang, clang. About the wheelchair. We've been through all this before. Are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury when a lion bit someone 6 months ago? Leon, 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track, I just need to keep going.
You're saying that I was attacked by a lion?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ride, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit.
Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion.
You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion?
Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. Regino. So how about it, Acro?
Mind if I ask one question first?
Might have got this wrong. Go ahead. What do you want to know?
Why would I possibly battle the king of the jungle for something like that?
I must be going in the wrong direction. Ow, my health! We can carry on then.
Mr. Ride, I assure you it would take more than that to get me to go after a lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion?
The monkey? I don't have all the clues yet, thank you. More to go. Anything else to talk about? No. Anything else to present? You didn't want to talk about the lion, so no, I guess that's it. Right. Let's chat with other people. You've so far been very unhelpful. You are continuing to be unhelpful. Let's go chat with Max. We haven't chatted with Max for a while. December 29th. Oh, they must have taken Max in for questioning again. Well, there really isn't anything we needed to ask him right now anyway. Directly contradicting me, Phoenix. You're right, I guess. All right, let's go then. Hey Theo, how you doing? Guard monitors the visitor's room. I wonder if he's bored. Doesn't even try and glance over this way. You're on candid camera. Right. Anyone in our office? No. Is Mo back in his room? No. Whoops. Oh. 7/29th, cafeteria. Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here, and those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. Kill for a burger right now? Do you want a clown burger? One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. Oh, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Oh, have you not met Mo yet? Dark, this is Mo. Mo, this is Dark. Mo is awful. The Betty Big Circus. Kill the clown, get a burger. Win-win. Yes, but kill a clown, you eat for a day. Befriend the clown to make burgers for you. You eat for as long as you can stand to be around the clown. Now that the ringmaster's gone, what are you gonna do? Well, that's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he couldn't go on. He said he couldn't go on. He was that upset. Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue, though.
Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. Mo, all that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know?
The tragedy? You know? What is he talking about? The murder, I guess. Get over what tragedy, Mo?
Huh? Yeah, don't worry about it. It's nothing at all.
He must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right?
Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang, correctamundo.
Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us?
No, not at all. What makes you think that?
This is just the way you said, if everyone can get over the tragedy, it seemed a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago?
Eek.
Whatever that means. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Oh, no, you've got locks. Only 2, though. So now we're getting closer to the truth.
Yeah, it was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason.
Don't... 6 months ago, huh? What indeed? This game makes me say some things. Yeah, this particular case really comes up with new ways to make us go, ugh. Let's see what it is we have to argue. Get over it? Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus?
Okay. There is no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there! Some juicy burgers! Let's eat instead!
Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident? This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? And Lion? Can't save here, but I'll do it. Heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right?
How did you?
I just told you. You're hungry. So real for that, you love a grilled chicken sandwich. It's the worst, so of course we must share the suffering. The thing is, when I was told this was the circus level, I was like, oh yeah, I've seen a clown in these games. I have yet to see that character. So there may be more than one series of clowns in this series.
I told them so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts.
Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right?
Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that Ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her.
Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head?
Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything.
You promised?
He's involved in this too.
He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person you promised you wouldn't say it? That you promised you wouldn't say anything? Is this the person you promised you wouldn't say anything about? To? The bite of 86. I'll be honest. Bitten in the head. First I've heard of it. Was it Ben? I feel like it was Ben. I mean, was it just Regina? Because she's the one who's putting her head in the lion's mouth. But also it had worked up until that point. I have no reason to believe it wouldn't have worked then. I don't think I have the person yet. There's more people? Why is this cast getting bigger? If she does not understand why that was dangerous, why would she hide it? True. Okay, right. Oh, I have the person, okay. But I'm gonna save, because I don't have health. Whoops. No. For fact checking, you might be wrong, no worries. Okay, let's walk through the options. I've got to do it all again. Okay, that's weird. Okay, it was the lion. Okay, he's involved. So is he. Definitely not Regina. He was injured in the legs, but it was talking about somebody having to save somebody's head. Unless the markings on the face there are bandages for teeth marks. Russellberry was the one who killed the lion. Either Ben or Max. Maybe it was Max? Might be a grudge of like, my lion died for you. I don't know, I don't think I've heard anything about it. But also, you promised you wouldn't say anything. Acro's also clamming up about this. You don't remember the question. Is it not Acro considering Acro's already... Yeah, but he was bitten in the legs, not the head. And the conversation up until now was like you had to save somebody from their head being bitten. I'll try Acro. I've just saved for a reason. It must have been Acro, right? How? How do you know? Didn't, just guessed. Don't worry about that, man. Please don't get me to show my working. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No, no way! I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. Oh, I misinterpreted the question. Oh, that sounds about right. I'm sorry, Acro. Unlock successful. I got health back. Hooray. Get over it. Yes, just like you said. You know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have probably been better if he had. What? How could that have been better? He's still alive, but when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma he's in. Edgeworth? Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. So, but yeah, we're covering up on behalf of Acro, but he wasn't the one who was bitten. See, got it. All he does now is lie in his bed in the hospital. That's all he's ever gonna be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. But brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Of course they bloody were. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down in their prime. Acro's brother, aka Bat. Who is Acro's younger brother? That's why you think he didn't have the person, yeah, okay. Who does that look like? That looks like the protagonist of another game. Anyway. Sean Dingling! But everyone always called him Bat. I wonder why. He fell in love with Regina. Of course he bloody did. I'm glad Sean Dingling's in a coma. No. He fell in love with Regina. To be fair, he might actually be young enough. That might work. He looks young. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why'd he do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. Whoa.
Oh, no. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling.
You mean Leon?
Yeah, Leon! When he bit down, he was smiling. Some sick grin.
No way! That's impossible! Smirking lion, a flying murderer. Why does it seem like it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile?
We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle.
So that's what really happened.
Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shika, shika, shika.
There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Every shalala, every whoa, 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 every ding-a-ling-a-ling. All of them, eaten by the lion.
Achoo! Nice! What a wonderful sneeze!
Huh? You think so?
You sneeze with pepper and slub on a banana peel. That's basic clownmanship. Girlie, I know you gotta understand that.
Nick, I think I'd make a good clown.
Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer.
Shut up, Mo. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? Sorry. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? Their voices are very similar, I got you. I'm trying my best to separate them in my mouth, but it's quite hard.
She does! Bet was always teaser with pepper.
But Bat?
From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together.
They look perfect together, huh? Interesting. Intriguing. Well, we now have Bat here. Age 22, so still a bit far off. I need one more clue. Let's talk to you about Bat. What do you think about this person? Sorry? Oh, I've already given my heart to another man, so I'm not interested in enrolling in your dating service. Oh, just wanted to know if you knew this person. It's a song. I believe you. Yeah, standard. While we're at the entrance, let's just check in the detention center again. No. I guess I didn't actually talk. No, I did, kind of. Sort of. Let's talk to Akra. There's an item I could not pick up and were mad about. Oh, come on.
Mr. Rod, back again, I see.
Well, he did say I'll be back. Oh wait, was that someone else? We're back because Akra's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that he knows that we know.
Well, seems like you got things you want to talk about, so fire away.
Your brother.
Lately, I've been confined to this room, so I don't have a clue what's going on with the circus. It's your brother.
Okay, well, we'll try and have a look. There was an item I could not pick up and were mad about. Another one. Well, we'll see what the next question is. And I'll save this. Just do this, because I guess I got nearly full health. Doesn't matter too much. That's none the fewer. And they flitter flap away. The birds are called back row and at. How were you injured? Blah, 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 blah. Accident during practice. Line. That was a line when rare. It's weird you have to do this all the way through again. Has it got it when it walked out? I think it was the note. Right? I've got that. Mr. Sam, when I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion were coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attack's not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battle to the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save your brother. Bad. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. Tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. Slip of the tongue. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Oh. Cut down together, that's where he slipped. And that's how I figured it out. Really? That's how you figured it out, Phoenix? There are bits, I know this game has been localized from another language, so it must be really hard to try and make that fit. But there are moments in this game where it's really trying to be way smarter than it actually is. Because that could be a clue to pick up on in a murder mystery. But that's not the most obvious way to get to this conclusion, right? You were injured by a lion. Also, your brother was bitten by a lion. I wonder how those two things happened and if they were connected, given that the lion was shot the next day. Anyway, no, it was a small slip of the tongue from the clown that informed us of this. Anyway, you two ended up at the center of the same accident, together, like always. I see. But an accident's an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. Still haven't broken Acro's last psyche lock. This must be one incredibly deep seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Sup. That really sounds like I'm supposed to be talking about someone. Who does he not like? Regina. I guess. The only person he seems to have been a bit annoyed at. I saved beforehand. Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, a tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. Oh, it wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught to command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. but you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it.
What? What are you talking about?
Ugh, maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. Now we get the thing.
It is. Where'd you get it?
Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed that it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro to his breakfast in the morning. You wrote this, and then you put it in a pocket. That's right, isn't it?
That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright.
Unlock successful. It's full of success. The wheelchair.
My legs were injured by Leon. 6 months ago, my younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina.
A dare?
An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date.
That's insane! Didn't you know how dangerous that is?
We all thought he was being stupid too, but that line was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't really ready or willing.
That's when the incident happened?
Just wanted to take her out to the movies.
Poor Bat.
When Leon chomped down, jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up.
2 days away from retirement, I know. And what about Bat?
He's, still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I see.
I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason I keep going.
Regina and Bat. Bat and Regina.
They were such great friends. Oh, yeah. I wanted you to take a look at this.
What is it?
This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
Gross. It's covered in blood.
This scarf, it was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, it looked like he was smiling.
He?
Leon, obviously.
Oh.
When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin.
Nick! I know, Mo said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Gumshoe or Von Karma? Von Karma. Ms. Von Karma? I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? Oh, I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro, let's go to the office.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what do we do, Nick? How are we gonna handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it, I'll figure something out. Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. To be continued. Why are we so surprised Acro is a witness? We already knew that. Yeah, but we need it to sound like a cliffhanger. Give it a save, see who we're gonna see first. It's the policeman. It's Maya and Max, what a shock. But that's all for today. Oh yes, it's one of those streams where I keep doing growly voices. So I need to rest before it becomes a problem. But yee, Hope people had a nice time. Hope people had a lovely week while I wasn't here. And I hope the rest of the weeks of the year are amazing. We all need to rest from this. I had real hope that Bat was the same age as Regina, but no. To be fair, I got eaten by a lion. So next time, more jail. Voice acting Saturday, so I've got to rest the vocal cords. Yes, I need to update the timetable on OBS. On Saturday, we'll be doing Grim Hollow, not Viscera Cleanup Detail. So we'll be back to that, back to Rowena and... Why was the first other name that came into my head Gil? Dill. It's not even Gil, it's Dill. Stupid brain. Okay. Anyway, yes, more of Rowena and Dill and other characters. You know, like... My brain told me I could come up with the name of the dwarf we met last time, and I've forgotten it. I was going to try and come up with the most obscure name, but this was a bad idea, really. We're doing Spooky Mansion, yeah. You was until Mo. Yeah, I should sack whoever keeps making me do growly voices. Me? You're fired. What? You need to give me notice. You don't need notice. You knew full well in advance, because I was going to do it. That's not fair. But yes, Grim Hollow Times,
Now,
there's...
this has been an evening to remember.
Why?
I forgot.
Hey, you got one about me forgetting, that's nice. Magna on Italia, yes. But yeah, back to the full cast of characters and good times with friends. With Jeeb and the Oobs and the Kira and the Duck. Friends. What else is there to say? I don't know. Stream tomorrow, more of this, unfortunately. And then Saturday, Grim Hollow, Sunday, Doodle Times. Yeah. Sorry, there are the fledgling ideas in my head of things about stream that might be happening soon. But we'll see about that. So, might be trying some new stuff. Not that new. Basically the same as the stuff we've been doing before, but for a while now we've been doing 2 game days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Saturday, friend time, Sunday, doodle time, stuff like that. It'll be fun to try something else, maybe. Been a while since we've done a draw through, also maybe doing other drawing for other things, we'll see. It's up in the air. Bear and I had very productive chats on the way back from the Netherlands, for which I'm very grateful. Did you know Bear is a lovely travelling companion? I do. Yes. Things. New stuff. New stuff indeed, that's the idea. New stuff. Certain degree of ruts to get out of and all that. But I'll be thinking more about that over the week, so hopefully by Monday's Patreon update I will have more specifics to give. Words and things and stuff. Also, presumably on Thursday there'll be a Jeep stream with more more pearls, because I'm sure Jeep has managed to retain all of the information about that game. Yee. I think that's all for now. Hearty hello to Vodkiro. All the information. You remember exactly what everyone did at every single time, because it's all vital. But yes, fun times ahead, interesting things, chill times. Yeah. Whatnot. Trying to make decisions rather than just go, oh, I don't know the answer. We'll work it out. We're going to work stuff out. I'm going to work stuff out, and then I'm going to say what we're going to do, because decisiveness. I don't know where I'm going with this. Have a good... I need to turn off this music, and then find music to play us out. Have a good, everybody. Look after yourselves. Do something nice. Get chocolate and hot chocolate, and also maybe some chocolate, maybe? If you don't like chocolate, consider like a blondie or something with chocolate in it. That'd be nice. It seems fine. Now, what's the problem? Oh, hi, Thug. Later weirdos? I prefer earlier weirdos. They're more punctual. Have a good. Look after thyself and be good. Be kind. Be nice. Be lovely. Goodbye.